Well, viewers, you join me on an absolutely glorious evening, and we are here today with Joey, our Seat Arosa that's taken us 1,000 miles whilst raising money and, more importantly, I think, the awareness for the Crohn's and Colitis UK charity. Obviously, on top of raising money for the charity, it has also raised the awareness for, obviously, the conditions of Crohn's and Colitis, which I myself have. This car has been an absolute star. I've come to really like this car as a car fan. I can see what the hype is behind Volkswagen products, I really can. But needless to say, the challenge is done and it's time for the car to head on out and find a new home to go and live with. But before it does that, I just wanted to do a quick little video with it just to sort of say, well, thank you and goodbye to it, I suppose. Let's say I have come to like this car. There's a lot that I like about it. Firstly, its face. I've always liked the Volkswagen Lupo styling. Obviously, I know this isn't a Lupo, it's the Arosa, but I like that small little three-door shape. It's really nice. I like the little grille as well. But if we go around through the doors, that creak will never get old for me. But we've tried everything to get that done. Grease, various lubricants, and it just hasn't worked. It's just one of those things that Seat seems to do, or the Arosas anyway. But yes, I will miss the little shelf that's been down there. It's been a very good little storage point for various snacks and things. The well over-engineered cup holders, I will miss them. Actually, let's just have a quick race. Which is quicker? 3, 2, 1. That side is slightly quicker, I suspect, probably because this side's been used a bit more. The heater, really very good. I've never known a car like it. It's absolutely fantastic. And whilst, yes, this is looking a little bit tired, I'm sure that's something that somebody could sort out very easily in the future. I sorted out the gear gaiter in my Panda quite easily, so again, I would imagine very simple to do on a car like this. But yes, this car took us 1,000 miles all around Great Britain, through England, Wales, Scotland, and the memories from that will genuinely last a lifetime. It has been absolutely brilliant. And that's the thing for all three of the cars actually. They all did the journey, none of them broke down. Okay, yes, I know that at one point the Smart was a little bit smelly, but I think because prior to that, one of the oil hoses had come off. I would imagine it's probably sprayed a little bit of oil on maybe some exhaust manifold bits and pieces and various other little parts in it, or even on the engine block. It's got a knot and it was burning that off. I imagine that's what it was. But yes, this little car been an absolutely brilliant little stablemate for my Fiat and the Mini, because it's remained primarily at mine over the last couple of months. It's amazing to think how quickly that time has flown by. It doesn't feel like, well, it feels like yesterday really when we bought this car, and now it's going. But that's the thing with it. It's been extremely reliable, starts first time every time on the key. The interior, stupidly comfortable. Although I don't suffer from back issues like Matt does, and I know in his video he commented on it and said, oh, the Daihatsu is really comfortable. And to be fair, it is. I have sat in it and briefly driven it at this point. But the seats in here are really comfortable as well. The fact that myself and Genevieve actually managed to not kill each other after spending 3 days side by side in this car really speaks for itself. We've done extremely well with it. But also, the main reason we bought this particular car was the fact that it is practical. We knew from the offset that it would be just the two of us going in it mainly. There was the slight chance that one of the other teams would be riding in the back of this car potentially if something went wrong. Luckily nothing did with the other cars, and we, despite all obviously the competitiveness aside, we did want all three cars to make it, and if one of them had a bit of a problem, I'm sure we would all have chipped in to try and make sure that that car got up and running again, because there was that team element, because it was just a bit more than just the cars. But the space inside it, just we open up the door, brilliant in the back for storing all the various things that we had, camera equipment, food, the toilet as well that we required and never actually used, which is quite a good thing, really. Certainly the trip did a great deal for my personal confidence when it came to long journeys in a car. Now, obviously, as a car fan, I have come to like the Seat. If money and resources and time and space and everything else like that actually allowed, I would probably have kept this car, but I don't need another small car. I've already got a Mini, which is 3 doors. Or, well, actually, no, technically that's 2 door, if you want to look at it that way. I've already got the Fiat as well, which actually is even more practical than this. It's got 5 doors and an even bigger boot and various more storage facilities inside, and the cup holders actually are a bit better. The Panda holds water bottles better than that does. But overall, what this car has provided me with is a bit of an interesting experience. You see, I've bought now in my life 2 cars plus a Caravan and a Sinclair C5. And also I've been there as a major part, shall we say, of buying a car brand new. And I've been through that whole adventure of going there, speccing it up, putting the money down, and then collecting. That was with my mother's Dacia Sandero. But this has been an interesting experience because I've never bought a car knowing that in a couple of months' time it was going to go for sale. And as I say, it's done the challenge. It's done our little fuel power gathering at Julks Garage Cafe in Warwickshire, and now it's time for the car to go. But this car hasn't really featured all that much on the channel, although it's been there just sort of slightly in the background. A lot of the channel has been show reports and various little things, and even a lot of content not for quite some time, to be perfectly honest. But unfortunately, whilst YouTube is absolutely brilliant, I love doing it, I love filming the cars, unfortunately time does not always allow you to film everything and edit everything. But the Seat has been there, it's been brilliant, it's been utterly reliable. I like it, want to keep it, can't keep it. But yes, this little video is just here to sort of say thank you to the Arosa for making an extremely memorable trip, shall we say. And I think the lighting here today is absolutely gorgeous for filming this car. But yes, this little car's been good. So, thank you, Joey. I'm sure you'll make your next owner very, very proud indeed. Well then, viewers, today is the 23rd of April, and it is Drive It Day. And whilst I've been out and about today in the Panda for Simply Italian, video coming up on that very soon, there is one car today that will be driving, but not with either myself or Genevieve at the wheel. And it is this, the car we're looking at, Joey the Arosa. In fact, the car this whole video is about. He has now sold, he's been on sale since the 19th, so it's not really been up for that long. But somebody's come along, had a look around him this evening, and decided, yes, Joey is the car for me. And I hope genuinely that he does his new owners proud. He's done us extremely proud, driving all the way up through Wales, Scotland and everything, and all the stuff associated with the challenge. And he's going off to be somebody's first car, and actually not too far away from me, so hopefully we might see Joey out and about occasionally whilst driving either Pogo, Millie or Doran the 500. But yes, this really is it. So for one final time, we'll go around the front here. Farewell, Joey.